Have you ever walked into your garden on a crisp October morning, expecting to see your plants glowing under the fall sunlight, only to find them drooping, yellow, or completely dead overnight? You water them, you care for them, you love them, yet somehow October seems to destroy everything. Why does this happen? What if I told you it's not the weather, not bad luck, but a few small mistakes that silently kill your plants faster than you think? Most gardeners make at least one of these every single fall, and the worst part is that they don't even realize it. So before you lose another plant this season, stay with me, because once you know these secrets, your garden will survive October like a pro. Let's start with something that shocks most people. The biggest plant killer in October isn't frost, it's water. Yes, water. Everyone thinks plants need the same amount all year, but as temperatures drop, plants drink more slowly. The soil stays wet longer, and what you think is love becomes a slow drowning. Overwatering in October is one of the deadliest gardening mistakes. You might say, but my soil looks dry on top. Here's the twist. Under the surface, it's soaked. Roots can't breathe, bacteria grow, and before you know it, your plant's roots rot completely. So the first October garden tip, always check moisture before watering. Stick your finger 2 inches deep. If it's even a little damp, skip the water that day. But wait, why do we even forget this? Because we see leaves fading and think they're thirsty. That's the mind trick of October. The cooler air slows plant metabolism and leaves change naturally. So what looks like dehydration is just a seasonal slowdown. Don't fall for that illusion. Hold that thought, because in a minute, I'll tell you one trick to read your plant's real signal for thirst. But first, let's talk about mistake number 2, something that ruins gardens right before winter even begins. Most beginners ignore soil drainage before the rainy season. You can have the healthiest plant, but if your soil traps water, it becomes a death trap. Picture this, your pot sits outdoors, October rains arrive, the water collects at the bottom, and roots sit in a cold puddle for days. That's basically plant suffocation. Here's how you test it. Water your plant and watch how long it takes for the water to drain. If it takes longer than 5 seconds to start dripping, you need better drainage. Mix perlite or sand into your soil. Simple, cheap, but life-saving. Now here's something interesting. Some gardeners actually do this right, but still lose their plants. Why? Because of mistake number 3. It's the sneakiest one yet. Fertilizing too late in the season. See, fertilizer boosts growth, but growth means energy. In October, your plants are slowing down to rest, just like animals preparing for winter. Feeding them now forces them to grow when they should be sleeping. That weakens them, making them easier to kill when cold nights hit. The rule is simple. Stop heavy fertilizing by early October. Focus on protection, not growth. Hold on, don't go anywhere yet. I know what you're thinking. If watering, soil, and fertilizer are so dangerous, what can I even do to help my plants? Good question, because there's one thing that most beginners miss, and this single habit can save your garden. But before I reveal that, let's shake things up with a quick story. Last fall, a friend of mine in Oregon had the most beautiful garden. Lavender, succulents, even baby tomatoes. By mid-October, she thought everything was fine. Then, one cold night, boom, half her plants turned black by morning. The mistake? She believed that it's not that cold yet. That brings us to mistake number 4, leaving tropical or sensitive plants outside overnight. October temperatures can drop fast, even if daytime feels warm. Many tropical plants can't handle temperatures below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Always check your night forecast. If it's dropping, move pots indoors or wrap them in cloth for insulation. A little effort now saves weeks of regret later. Think you've been careful enough? Here's the truth. Even if you water right, have perfect soil, and protect from cold, there's one silent killer still hiding in your garden. It's something most people don't even look for in the fall because they assume pests die in cold weather. But that's mistake number 5. Pests don't die, they hide. Aphids, spider mites, and whiteflies love to take shelter under leaves when temperatures drop. By the time you notice them, they've already damaged your plants beyond recovery. The trick? Turn the leaves and inspect every few days. Use a natural neem oil spray once a week through October. Think of it as your plant's flu shot before winter hits. Now, here's where many people tune out, but don't, because what I'm about to tell you next might be the reason your plants never survive beyond fall. It's mistake number 6, ignoring pruning. You see, every plant has its rhythm. Some need a light trim before winter to remove weak stems. Others prefer waiting until spring. Cut at the wrong time and you shock the plant. Don't cut at all and you risk disease buildup. So here's how to decide. If your plant flowers in spring, don't prune in fall. If it flowers in summer or later, prune lightly before frost. Simple timing saves your plants from stress and rot. By now, you might be wondering, what about leaves covering the soil? Should we clear them or leave them? Good question, because that's mistake number 7, and it's one people argue about. Fallen leaves can either protect or destroy your soil. A thin layer keeps roots warm and moist, which is great, but a thick, wet pile blocks air, traps moisture, and creates fungal infections. The key is balance. Keep a light mulch layer, not a leaf mountain. That's how you protect your soil while avoiding disease. The one thing that every beginner forgets in October, and it's not about watering, soil, or pruning. It's something invisible, something that decides whether your plants wake up healthy in spring or die in silence during winter. I'll tell you that in a moment, but first, let's recap quickly. You've learned to stop overwatering, fix your drainage, skip late fertilizing, protect from cold nights, inspect for pests, prune wisely, and manage leaves carefully. Sounds like a lot, right? But you only need to remember one rule. October is not about growth, it's about preparation. Now here's that missing secret I promised, the single habit most gardeners ignore. It's about planning ahead. Every plant in your garden has its own comfort zone. If you don't know which ones are hardy and which ones are tropical, you're gambling every fall. Before October even begins, you should check your USDA plant zone and label your plants. This helps you know exactly which ones can handle cold and which ones need rescue. It's like giving your plants a personalized weather forecast. That simple habit will change how you garden forever. Did you know one of the most common reasons people think plants just die in the fall is actually because they keep them in the wrong spot all season? Light shifts in October. The sun sits lower, shadows grow longer, and suddenly your plants don't get enough daylight. So the last big October gardening mistake is keeping your plants in their summer position. Move them to brighter spots with gentle morning sun and no harsh afternoon heat. This single move can decide whether your plants survive or fade away. Now imagine this. It's the end of October. Cold air drifts in. You walk into your garden and everything still looks alive. Green leaves, healthy stems, no rot, no pests. That's not luck. That's awareness. You've avoided the October gardening mistakes that kill plants fast, and now your garden is ready for winter rest. Feels good, right? Here's your quick action plan. Adjust watering schedules, check soil drainage, stop heavy feeding, bring sensitive plants indoors, inspect leaves for pests, prune at the right time, balance your mulch, and move your pots to brighter spaces. These small moves make a massive difference. And remember, fall isn't the end of your garden, it's the beginning of its next chapter. Before you go, ask yourself, do you want to keep guessing why your plants die every October, or do you want to finally control it? If you're serious about growing stronger, healthier plants, hit subscribe and stay tuned, because next week we're diving into the best fall fertilizers and indoor plant setups that will make your garden thrive through winter. Your plants are counting on you. Let's make sure they survive, not struggle.